I'm going to cover now why processed food is really so bad for us. But first we need to ask ourselves the question, why do we actually eat food? We eat because it fills our tummy, it's lekker, it's comfort, it's social. But the real reason we eat is because food is transformed into energy. That's what's giving us energy, and also every cell needs energy to function and for all the functions to happen. But to transform carbohydrates or sugar into sugars and then into energy, a lot of chemical reactions need to take place. Now there's about 70 trillion chemical reactions that take place in our body every second. We don't think of ourselves as this energy combustion process happening all the time. And every chemical reaction that takes place needs a specific enzyme to catalyze that reaction, to make it happen. And the enzymes, which is actually a protein, need coenzymes. They a vitamin and a mineral for this enzyme complex to work. The carbohydrates is like petrol for our car, but the enzymes, vitamins and minerals is the oil to keep our car going. Or we can relate this to a fire. The carbohydrates is the firewood, the burning material. But to enable that fire to burn, we need a match to light it. And that's the enzymes, vitamins and minerals to spark these reactions to happen. That's what we call empty calories. So these carbohydrates, it will give energy, but no nutrients to support these reactions to break it down. So we have to in effect think, when we eat a chocolate, it's actually depleting nutrients from our system. We realize it's not going to give nutrients. But we don't realize to be metabolized, it needs nutrients. It's not in the chocolate, so it's going to take it from our system. And the first place we take these nutrients and deplete them is from our skin. It's the first sign of aging. We start to get wrinkles. Then we take and deplete these nutrients from our bone. Bone density decreases as we age. And then later we create such an imbalance on a cellular level because we deplete these nutrients, plus waste is eliminated and toxins increase, and with more depleted nutrients and more waste in the system, that imbalance is chronic disease like diabetes, heart disease, cancer. It's all because of the imbalance between nutrients and toxins that we create on a cellular level. But it's not only the refined carbohydrates that will deplete. Smoking will also deplete nutrients because the nicotine stimulates reactions in our system and it needs to be detoxified. And it will deplete vitamin C and zinc from our system. Alcohol and caffeine is also like a stimulant. It will give us that vuma and energy, but it doesn't contain the nutrients to support the reactions. Alcohol and caffeine deplete antioxidants, B vitamins and iron, for example, from our system. And then medication, they either block a chemical reaction or they stimulate a chemical reaction. But we don't have a headache because of our aspirin deficiency. We have a headache because we're deficient in magnesium, or we're dehydrated, or we have toxic blood circulating through our system. And then in itself, they also deplete nutrients because the body has to detoxify them from our system, and all those reactions require nutrients. And then additives, we can literally see they like a spanner in the wheel of our car. They will also block reactions, and they also deplete nutrients from our system because they also need to be detoxified. So additives is all the processing chemicals like preservatives, flavorants, colorants that's added to food. And then the last but not the least is stress. When we stress, it's like driving that car on high rev. So we burn more petrol and more oil and more exhaust fumes, and it's a whole acceleration of the aging process. It's not all the bad things we do, it's to focus more on the positive things we need to do, and that's eating a nutrient-dense diet, supplying all these vital micronutrients to our system. Because then we won't crave all these negative stimulants.